Woo! I shall create a sprinkle globe.
First thing, I need to work with these pieces that actually fit into the globe. I'm gonna be using my clay for this, so get a nice clump of that. And I'm gonna work on forming the figure that's gonna go inside of the globe. You see this? This is our shining star. Can you tell? What would make sense to be inside of a sprinkle globe?
I don't know.
A piece of cake. Correct. Aha! I think I've done it. I'm happy with that. So now it's just a matter of refining this cake. Next, I'm gonna start carving the details into my cake. I'm just gonna join these two pieces together, my cake onto the frosting platform. Did I say that that was frosting? Oh, it's frosting. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Next, I'm creating a little mini snake, another dollop coming at ya, and a cherry to go inside of that. Because for whatever reason, I felt like this still wasn't tall enough. I don't know why I was so obsessed with cramming the absolute maximum sized item into this snow globe. I'm gonna just brush up some little details, check for the fit again, and yay, that'll do it. Next, I'm taking the other piece. This is like the cap on the bottom of the snow globe, and I want to create a whole base for this because I feel like it'll just look so much more decorative and exciting with a nice custom base on it. So I'm taking a massive amount of clay, forming it around this, and then boom, package number 2 is here to play. I'm building up some walls, snuggling some little aluminum foil hunks in there, and then just trying to smooth and even this out took a shocking amount of time to do. After ages of smoothing, I'm finally ready to bring in the details. So I carved in some dripping frosting all the way around. Once I got that looking cute, I went in and added the texture because I want to make this whole thing look like it's made out of cake. It's like a mini cake base. Once I'm happy with that, I'm testing that the globe still twists on. Yeah, of course. Why would it not, honestly? And then I bring out some little things. Gummy bears.
Yes.
I decided to embed a bunch of gummy bears into the cake. Now, is this a thing? Of course it is. This is very popular right now. Haven't you heard of the gummy bear embedded cake?
Nope.
No? Wow, you're living under a rock.
What?
So I decided to add some gummy bears onto the cake portion as well. Got the gummy bears on, and I left both of the pieces out to dry, which took a little over 24 hours. Once that's all done, yay! It's time to paint. Starting with the cake, I'm gonna start by applying a white base coat over all of the gummy bears. Then, in the color Vanilla Cake, I'm painting the cake. That's looking yummy. Bringing in the color Strawberry. I'm going in with a nice pink frosting, which is love this color combination. I mean, it was like these colors were just made to appeal to me. For the gummy bears, I just went for bold colors in the full rainbow. I thought about sticking to only the traditional gummy bear colors, but I decided to use some gloss varnish to actually stick some of the sprinkles onto the cake. I'm thinking this will just reinforce the idea that they are indeed sprinkles and not just floating bits of rubber band, which they are. Then I'm bringing back the platform, giving it a little sand, taking some very strong glue and gluing the whole piece onto that. Today, I'm using resin. It's actually pretty simple to use. You just measure equal parts of the two solutions, mix them together very thoroughly, and boom, it's ready to go. I try to avoid resin in general, mainly because it creates some very strong fumes that aren't that fun. Also, a lot more can go wrong when you coat things with resin. Moving on from that, we still have more painting to do. I started by applying the cake color to the entire base and then once again blended the waffle cone color on top. Once I was happy with that, I painted the pink frosting, which really brought it together and made it, so appetizing. I just want to chomp that. Finally, adding the gummy bears in each of the different colors. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna stick some of the same rubber band sprinkles on here to keep it consistent. Adorable. Finally, once everything is dried and cured, it's time to bring all the pieces together for the final assembly. Starting with the globe, I added all the rest of the sprinkles into the bottom. I also added some of these shiny stars.
Ooh, they're pretty.
They were kind of a last minute addition. I just needed a touch of magic. Ooh, or a lot of touch. That was more like a punch. I'm gonna add in the water. I put way too much in there. Don't know what I was thinking. And then I'm adding some glycerin. Finally, everything is inside and oh my gosh. Whoa. That cake just grew 10 times larger. It looks massive. Finally, gonna just twist it into the base and bada boom. Here is the final globe. Let's see it in action. Whoa!
Yay! Sprinkle globe! That's so fun.